Yep. What it do, what it do. Oh, I see me that pants on. Sometimes. Sometimes. Aaron, what's up, man? Everett, what's up? Exactly. The man that doesn't trade. The LARP. The LARP that doesn't even trade. It's not even, he doesn't even pretend to take paper trades. Do you think making 0.5% per trade is bad? No. Profit is good, man. Looking for shorts today. I'll show you what setup I was looking at earlier. So if you bounce to the 30-minute on ES, look at this. You had a nice little sweep of Asia and this breaker. You had this 30-minute inversion there. You also had a 15 inverted in there. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm not necessarily bearish today. Trump, just tweeted that the Strait of Hormuz is supposedly getting ready to reopen. We'll see. I did catch a little long, and then I actually caught a short on one of these pullbacks, which was funny because that guy was talking crap yesterday about, oh, you're looking for a short here. I ended up making, I think I made $1,200 or $1,300 on one of these shorts, even though we were massively bullish. That's the thing with taking trades with Bookmap, and you're in and out so quickly that you see some momentum like this, you can easily get in on that and really clean up. So I took 2 trades on 2 accounts, so 4 trades total, and I made roughly $1,200 on each one. I think that's what it was. Let's see what trade seller says. Be exact here. Look back at TradeZilla. Yeah, $1,120 on each. So not a bad day. 2 TPT funded accounts. Kirby, what's up, man? What should I do if the highs on NQ and MNQ aren't aligned and they're pretty far off? You talking about right now? They look pretty similar to me at the moment. Those are pretty lined up. All-time highs? I would use whatever the highest target is. Whichever one's the higher one. Do you count break even as a losing trade? No. Look at that rejection out of that inversion right there. Watch this setup play out perfectly. I only use standard deviation if we're trading at all-time highs, and I use that as like an idea of where we could potentially reverse or where I'm going to take profit. But standard deviation is great. I mean, it's a great strategy, man. It's a great great tool to use for trading. Yep. Come on, man. Don't start that bullshit already. Coming in here with that. Level 4 data. You ain't getting your chain, man. There's level 3 data, but that is what the large institutions use, and they're paying a tremendous amount of money for that. And the only real difference is you can see, on Bookmap, you can see the data and the orders, but on level 3 data, you can see who it is that's actually placing those orders. They can see the names of other institutions and people who are actually placing those trades. So never heard of level 4 data. It could be real. Highly doubt a retail trader, especially one that's visible. What a lot of people don't understand is the majority of the really, really good day traders, you'll never hear their names. You'll never see them. They're not on social media. They're cleaning house, and they're not trading prop firms, and they're not making. It's not like they're making $1,000, $2,000 a day. These guys are making easily $100,000, $200,000 a day, and you'll never hear their names. So those guys, if one of those guys told me he was using level 3 data, he had, access to that, I would say probably true. But some guy on social media saying he has level 4 data, never heard of level 4 data, and I also doubt he has level 3 data. Very, very unlikely. What happened at 746? Kirby, are you in the Discord, man? I sent an update about exactly what that was. Trump tweeted. Cam, what's up, man? George, what's up? I don't message people, Juice. You know this. I don't add anybody, and I don't message people. So neither one is me. You got two guys coming at you trying to scam you. What's your win rate? 2%, man. 2%. What's the Tradeify eval consistency rule for the select accounts? It is 40%. Raspberry doing great, man. No, I need to do that. I need to post the giveaway so people can join. Thank you for reminding me. Where's Discord? There it is. Trend, what's up? Market is so choppy. Yeah, so hopefully that's a good thing for the open. Oh, do it in a window you guys can't see, so I don't flash you my info. There you go. Giveaways up. I have not used Funded Next, no. You have a very calm demeanor. Does that help you stay disciplined with trading? I believe that it does, yeah. I believe that it does. Nice. Yeah. If you join the Discord, we do giveaways every Sunday. I'm trying to make sure that I can do them every Sunday. It's all dependent on how many accounts I can get my hands on and how much. Usually what I do is any money that I'm making from my affiliate with Lucid, I'm just basically using that money to buy funded accounts and give them away to you guys. So anybody that's like, well, you always hear people talking about how much money creators are making from their affiliate codes. I'm literally rolling back whatever I make with Lucid into free accounts for you guys. So whatever affiliate money I have available, I use it to buy accounts and I give them to you guys. And I don't just do it I probably shouldn't say this, but I don't just do it in these giveaways either. There's people that I try to help out that I know that are struggling. I know people are, some people are going through things. So try to help you guys out. I'm here for you guys, man. I'm here for you guys. I make enough money trading that I don't really need the other. It's not like it's that much money anyway. So anyway, that being said, join the Discord. Link's in the bio. If you have trouble joining it, copy the link, open it in your browser, and then once you're in the Discord, go to the giveaway channel and click the enter button on the newest giveaway that ends on 4/19. You'll see it. Sidebar, your camera settings are elite right now, very clear. Appreciate you telling me that. It's good to know. Been monkeying with them. Yeah, there's a ton of them, dude. And I can't they block me, Juiced, so I can't see them. So I can't really get rid of them. Good morning, good morning. What's up, Impulse? Mampa, what up? Do you see it as a disadvantage to only trade ES and not NQ? No, I don't. ES is great, man. There's some really, really good traders who only trade ES. I think it's actually ES for beginners is a little more, it's less challenging because you get a lot more spiky, herky-jerky price action on NQ. Kind of get more fluid motions on ES. I do not do any mentorships. Abdul, please take a hike. Stop trying to scam people, dude. There's nothing that makes me more frustrated than people trying to scam other people. Trying to gyp someone out of their hard-earned money, man. GSXR, I have a video pinned on my page, man. You can go, oh, you're a girl. Is it Mommy? Yeah, your name's Mommy, so you might be a woman. There's a video pinned on my page. Go watch that. Tells you exactly how I would get started if I was brand new to trading. Yeah, I hate to hear that, man. That thing that I posted, pattern day trading thing that I posted, it doesn't do anything for us. It's just interesting. If they were to change those rules, which apparently they are. My brother told me they're supposed to implement that in the next 45 days, but it would lower the cost barrier for people to be able to day trade individual stocks. Because right now, in order to take more than, I think it's like 5 trades in a week or something like that, you have to have at least a $25,000 account balance. So if they got rid of that rule, theoretically, I mean, they could have a new minimum, but theoretically, you could throw 1,000 into an account or something like that and be able to day trade individual stocks, same way you do with futures. It would just be based on margin. pretty interesting. There you go, Juice. Yeah, it's definitely nice to have that over there. How does the camera look over there? Does that camera look too bright, too exposed? It's hard for me to really gauge that. Trade ICT in conjunction with Bookmap and order flow using order flow. Order flow using Bookmap. I don't really use indicators, no. I use indicators to chart out in the morning to mark these highs and lows and all that. But I'll throw a VWAP on. I like the VWAP. And I do put this indicator on for you guys that trade the orb. There's a bunch of people in here that trade the orb, so this trade's playing out over here, dude. Let's set up. I had this marked out. Thought about taking it. You ever trade on Hyperliquid? No. Check out Mark 1333. Why does Yahoo think that, what in the world? Where's my default search engine? Google. The heck would it be? Be on guard, be alert. You do not know when that time will come. It's true. Ticket gets punched any minute, man. Santi, what's up? Raz, I use Bookmap. Right, yeah. Got this big daily gap above us that I'm keeping an eye on. Could definitely see us pushing up to those highs. ES swept data high, but NQ didn't. This is data wick highs right here on ES. This is from Trump's tweet at 744 or whatever. We haven't swept that. You're talking about this high from in the morning, 1 a.m. or whatever it was. Yeah, we got a new high right here. This data wick from Trump's tweet. You measure points on TradingView. You can use this indicator right here. See point range, this tool. If you go to the left side of your chart, you can look at the the fourth icon down. You hit the arrow next to it, and then go all the way down to price range. Then you can use this tool to measure. What did he say? I posted it in the Discord. He said something like something about reopening the Strait of Hormuz and something with China. China is very happy that I am permanently opening the Strait of Hormuz. I am doing it for them also and the world. This situation will never happen again. They have agreed not to send weapons to Iran. President Xi will give me a big fat hug when I see him in a few weeks. We are working together smartly and very well. Doesn't that beat fighting? But remember, we are very good at fighting, and if we have to, far better than anyone else. President DJT. That's true, yeah. You can hit shift and then drag on the chart, I think. Yeah. Yeah, you hit shift and then click the chart and drag, and it'll show you too. How much is Bookmap monthly? I think it's around 110 bucks all in. Mom Pa. Yeah, I kept it on here to show this setup. That's the reason I kept it on here. This setup was on ES was the reason I kept the Asia low sweep, because we swept Asia, V-shaped recovery, breaker formation, 30-minute inversion in there. We also had a couple of different gaps as well that formed in there. Where was it? There's a 15 that formed right here, 15-minute inversion inside the 30. So I just kept it to identify the sweep for the setup. It's an added confluence to the setup. Caden, what's up? I want first-term Trump back, not whoever this guy is. Can't argue with that. Verse of the day. We got, oh, yep, it's time. Appreciate that, Aaron. I got midnight open on here. It's right here. Or midnight, just the time frame marked out. No, I mean, it's not a factor moving forward. If this setup were to play out, I would just torture myself with the fact that I thought about taking it and didn't. That's the only way it would come into play going forward. All right, Romans 13, 6-7. This is why you pay taxes for the... They would post this. Today's tax day, if you guys didn't know. April 15th is tax day. Romans 13, 6-7. This is why you pay taxes, for the authorities are God's servants who give their full time to governing. Give anyone what you owe him. If you owe taxes, pay taxes. If revenue, then revenue. If respect, then respect. If honor, then honor. I'm such a burger guy. Draw on liquidity. Data wick is a draw. Uncle Sam's gonna have to come find me. He will. He will come find you. Do you ever miss your blue collar jobs? Yeah, 100% miss my job as a mechanic. I miss the people. There's a couple people that I'm still, one guy in particular that I'm very close with still. He and his wife, I hang out with them pretty regularly. He's an older guy. He helped me out a lot over the years. Great dude. I miss seeing him and talking to him on a daily basis. I'm texting with him right now, so I still talk to him and see him all the time, but it was a lot of fun to be able to go work with somebody you really got along with every single day. And I do miss working on cars. It was a lot of fun. That's good, Johnny Sins. I'm top ranked hide and seek. Yeah, have you seen those competitive hide and seek games? One of them came up on my feed the other day. It's like legit, like professional hide and seek player, or tag, not hide and seek. It's tag. They're playing tag like professionally. Crazy. Yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, some of the best people. What's your advice to traders under 18? Paper trade, man. Don't try to break the rules and trade before you're 18. You'll most likely you'll get caught somehow. There's been people in my Discord who have been like, "Yo, how did they find out?" You know, and then you get banned, and it's a lifetime ban. So once you turn 18, you won't be able to trade with them. So just wait. If you're getting started that early, man, you have plenty of time. I didn't start trading until I was like 27 or 28. If you're starting before you're 18, you have plenty of time. Don't rush it. Don't try to, not scan the system, but like break the rules. Just paper trade, get good, get really good, and as soon as you are 18, grab a funded or grab an eval. I mean. Is there any way I can translate your live? It would be easier for me if it was in Bengali. Oh boy. Trading with one hand, I fractured my dominant hand. I told you to lay off that thing, man. You can't be doing that all the time. You end up hurting yourself. What's the difference between a Webull level 2 account and an eval? I'm not sure what a Webull level 2 account is, so I can't really tell you. Do you think trading will be around for a while? Trading itself will be around for a long time. It has been around for a long time and will continue to be around for a long time. However, I think the fad will fade. And I think, the people who you see in the space right now in the next year or two won't be there. There's a lot of people that won't be there in the next year or two. People can't stick with something, man. People have a hard time sticking with something, especially when it's very difficult to master. Yeah, that setup is playing out, isn't it? It's all good. It's how it goes, man. There'll be another one at some point. Buy AirPod Pros, they translate live. I think we pump off open straight to 26.044. I'm going to mark that out for you. I think we'll definitely take some of those highs. I mean, the book map's lit up to that upside. We could get a manipulation move first and then a move up there, but I'd be very, very, very surprised if we did not pump. Scrambled eggs, LaCroix, nice coffee, and on. I'm really, bro. You just described my morning right there. It's like you're watching me. You think we still could go down since we're in a 4-hour gap? I don't anticipate that. We are in this 4-hour gap that you're talking about here, but if you look at ES, we got this 4-hour inversion that we're tapping into, but we got so much support underneath that's pushing us higher. So we'll see. We shall see. Playing out perfectly. Look at that. If you copied my trades all day, would you be profitable? Well, I'm not on here all day. And if you took the exact same things that I took, you'd get the exact same results. So inevitably, yes. I'll tell you something that early on, when I was still struggling with my psychology, I mean, I had been taking payouts, but it wasn't consistent. I'd do well for a couple weeks, take a couple payouts, and then blow the accounts and spiral and all that. And that's when I found PJ. Even when I was watching PJ and I was like, I'm going to follow exactly what he does to a T, and I'm going to get his results. Even then, whenever he'd end his live stream, I would then go do my own thing and take my own trades. And then I'm like, why am I paying money to learn from this guy if I'm going to go try to do my own thing and not do exactly what he does? So you can take exactly what I trade, but if you're then going off and doing your own thing afterwards, you're going to screw with the results. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yeah, the psychology's tough, man. The psychology's tough. It mostly just boils down to stop clicking the freaking button so much. Like yesterday, I saw more stuff that I wanted to keep trading yesterday, and I had to just shut it down because I was like, I'm already up a nice amount. I don't want to give any of it back. Good luck, everybody. Market is open. I like that. Yeah. Don't take signal trades. Learn to trade on your own. I agree with that. I do think there's something to be said if you're brand new and you're following somebody's example to if you are going to signal bot, basically make sure that you're journaling and finding out exactly why you took the trade that you took, or the person who you're following took the trade they took. That way you can learn. But if you're not putting in any effort, you're just signal botting. It's stupid. I can put some music on. I'm taking notes. Let's dial in here, see if we can get a nice trade to start the day. NQ futures. Edge that data wick on ES. Bro, come on, man. What's the difference between micros and minis? One micro is a tenth the size of a mini. NQ is lagging slightly behind ES right now. Keeping an eye on both. ES or NQ is pulling back a little bit. Bunch of liquidity up to 26,060. ES is still pushing slightly higher here, while NQ is not. Order at 26,010 underneath us here. Just one, Kenny, this weekend. Surprised this isn't blowing through those 40s. How many years have you been trading? 5. Took that data wick on NQ right there. Still have Asia from way long, or from that other data wick from earlier. Big order at 60. Nice juiced. Woo! Look at that. It's not a pair. Pairs are 4x. Orders back into the 30s here, and ton above us on ES. Yeah, there we go. See if this pushes all the way through this. 26060 has a big stack of orders up there. Decoupled. Major SMT there. Big stack of orders at that 60 level that I have marked. I'm gonna clean this setup up off of ES. I would like to see ES catch up to NQ here, otherwise NQ is going to need to dump. Where there's people already going out to the pool to start. Do people not work? Like even college kids? People going to lay out by the pool at 9:49 a.m. Yeah, I'm reading Bookmap, man. I'm trying to lock in here. Orders up to 26060. Also orders down to 26025. That's flashing pretty aggressively. I would expect this to come down at least to this near midnight. It could keep going lower and catch up with ES. ES is way down there. This is where we are in relation. If I drop down to the 2 minute, it makes it pretty more obvious. ES doesn't want to pump here. ES is starting to dump. Did the orb play out? Is Matthew in here? Matthew better be in here. So he could have taken that. I hope he took that. If it did play out, I haven't even looked at it. Yeah, it did. Perfect. Yeah. Dude, I hit chest so hard yesterday, and it hurts to even like move my arms around right now, like in a good way. Sorry about that. That sound just did something to me. Apologize. Reminds me of a girl named Esmeralda. Sounds like a sweet gal. So orders down to the basically to 7,000 on ES on the book map that I'm looking at. But there's orders above us on NQ. Not super heavy, but that would be the general direction that I would think based on book map where NQ would want to go. But the fact that you have these orders below on ES, so, excuse me. Yeah, in a good way. What's UWU? Never heard that. Reminds me of my night out with Lazarus. Super off topic, what kind of chair? Secret Lab. Secret Lab. Highly recommend. See extra large one or XXL or whatever. I wouldn't say because it's decoupled. I would say because there's not a genuinely good setup, even for a scalp. Like I'm seeing all those orders above, but I'm not going to take a trade right here because there's genuinely not a great setup. Yeah, which you want to see ES or NQ book map? This is NQ. Made 2,600 Monday and Tuesday, my best so far. There you go, David. Very nice. Day 2 of asking any tips for sphincter pain. Yeah. Use it as an exit only instead of an entrance. There's the orders down to 700. We're starting to get some movement up higher here on ES. I've never seen, the only reason I'm here is the burping, man. Daryl, it doesn't go on time frames, so you just zoom in and out because it's not candlesticks, so it doesn't work off of time frames like that. Yeah, this is ES. Starting to get nice activity above us here. I have not seen that, Tyrone. I may have been naughty and taken that without you guys seeing. Naughty, naughty. Tons of the orders coming up to 7025 on ES. Pulling back here though. Signal botters are fuming, yeah. I'd entered on that tap of that 15, which was actually inside of the breaker here on ES. That's the reason I took it. That was the setup I wanted pre-market and I didn't take. So when we tapped back into it, I entered there. Was only in for a couple of micros, but closed when we hit this. This is 26060 was my TP. Orders still down to 700 on ES. I don't know if this is wanting to take those prior to going higher because there's plenty of liquidity above. And I'll show you what I mean. Well, I was at my TP. That's where there was a massive stack of orders on ES, and we'd been rejecting out of that zone. We'd rejected out of it 4 times, so I wasn't going to hold through it. I was just going to take TP there. Damn, you do trade. Yeah. So I'm not sure if we want to come down and take these orders down here, but we've been pretty much respecting this VWAP around this area. So I would anticipate this going higher. It's just not doing it at it's not doing it at the rate that I would like it to do it. Right beside Lazarus. Yeah, I can do that. Like a top right corner of my camera picture, you think, Everett? On the tube? Like above my head, basically, and to the right. Bottom corner? Bottom right? Okay, I can do that. I'll have to do it. It won't be the stream. Because I'll have to monkey around with OBS. It was just a little trade, JR, 712. What software do you use? Bookmap. Orders up to 26,100 on ES, pretty heavy through the 80s and 90s, and then all the way to 26,100 here. I'm not sure what Top Step. I would imagine the end of the trading day is when they update their stuff. Wanna have fun. Drinking a coffee and a Celsius? I do trade ES sometimes. I do sometimes. Yeah, I don't know what is the reason for the major S&T like that. Pretty much just a decoupling. Goku, are you here to learn something, or are you here to make dumbass comments? I'm not really sure why they're so out of sync right now. Um, there was a bunch of earnings reports that came out this morning for some banks that were actually really good. So I'm not really sure if that's having an effect on this some way, shape, or form. I'm really not sure, to be completely honest with you. I'm surprised that NQ is not skyrocketing right now, to be completely honest. Because of what I'm seeing on the book map. I mean, if the order book were to change, that would make sense. But right now, the way the order book is stacked up, this is going to take off to the upside. I mean, this would have to, with what I'm seeing. What does book map look like? I like Lucid, man. If Christian was not live, I would have blown hello accounts by now. Love hearing that. I have. I've taken one trade. I'm waiting for another one. I took a long off that tap into the 15 up to the 26,060. Yes, looks like it's wanting to push higher. It's tapped into that gap from earlier. How can I stop myself from taking a trade every day? Just give yourself a rule, man. Limit yourself. Say, if I don't see exactly what it is that I'm looking for, I won't click the button. Sometimes setting it and forgetting it helps Everett. Doing a set and forget type of deal. This is in Q, yeah. Can you recommend a video? There's not really a whole lot of them, man, to be completely honest. That's the crappy thing about Bookmap. It's one of those deals where you're going to have to get in there and really learn it yourself. There's basic ideas. So, you know, what you're looking at here, these are volume dots. These big bubbles that you see, these are volume dots. The larger they are, if it's large and green, that means there's a ton of buyers. If it's large and red, there's a ton of sellers. So when you get these pullbacks, you see we had a breakout right here, and then you had to pull back to that level. We respected it. That's a good level to enter off of if you're doing like a scalp trade or something. But it's one of those deals where you're gonna have to get in there and really learn it yourself. Order at 26,085 here below us. Appreciate that too, Lane. Could be, Dakota, could be. Four weeks for consistency? Roberto, that seems like a lot. Yeah, absolutely gone a week without finding a trade. Trade of 8. Bookmap is not free, no. Yeah, you want to see the chart? I was sitting here watching. Sorry. So get off. I was sitting here watching, trying to study what was going on there. I had that 120 level marked out there. 137 is the next big line. Do you listen to do you listen to any podcasts? I do. I listen to some. Nothing consistently. I just see what looks interesting to me. You gonna trade? No, I was gonna actually potentially take a trade on the tap back into that 1 minute, but we didn't get a tap back into it, and then we get that slam up to that level that I had marked out. The waves that I want. Kevin Trudeau, the GOAT. Good morning, song man. What's up? Mayo, it's on the YouTube constantly. Should I try a demo on TradingView? Or you're doing well on TradingView. There's nothing wrong with sticking with TradingView. We'll use standard deviation. I don't know how this isn't just piss missile into the upside here. The book map is on the YouTube, always on the YouTube. If you guys want to switch over to that and see it over there. Not sure if you. I don't trade YM. You look prettier here. Appreciate that. Parco, love to hear that, man. What is the correlation between NQ and ES? A lot of the same companies track the same data. So different companies, but they're tracking the same data. A lot of the same data. So what data affects NQ will also affect ES for the most part. There are some variations, obviously, but it's the general idea. If you want to be kept, if you want to be kept. There's a I don't pay for the data for gold on Bookmap. I'm so tired of school stuff, man. Like, stop blowing my phone up. Hey, Aaron, you have a good one, man. What's the TP? I mean, you have this gap up here that we're getting ready to get close to touching into. So, be interesting to see if we reject out of that. What do you mean? We're up 750 or something. I'm looking for another trade. On one, I only traded one account, so I'm gonna try to find a trade on another account. I've only been trading individual accounts with the way price action's been, instead of copy trading. No, you're not tripping. BSG. I have been hiding my trades. I took one this morning and didn't show you guys. One of my pouches broke in my can, and it's got all these little bits everywhere. Hey, there you go. Congratulations. Have a good day. Seasoning for the rest. I just don't like the gritty feeling in my mouth. What did I take this morning? I took a long out of this 15 right here to the 26,060 level. There was a very large stack of orders right there on the book map. We had rejected off of that level a couple of times, so I didn't hold through it. I could have, and we'd be up a tremendous amount of money right now, but why is my live not popping up? I'm not sure. Bookmap literally changed the way I trade. Yeah, dude, it is huge. It is tough, Everett. It is tough, especially when you take a more risky trade that other people copy and it doesn't play out, and you're like, feel very responsible for other people losing. Also, the other thing is people size differently than I do. Like, I'll take a trade that might be a risky trade and I'm not sized too heavy, and then they're like, because it's me, they think there's a higher likelihood that it's going to play out, so they'll oversize like crazy and end up losing their ass. I've had people be like, "Oh, blew my account on that." I'm like, dude, I was in for like 3 micros. How did you blow your account on that trade? Slight decoupling again here. No, I haven't lost a trade today. I'm up. I've only taken one trade. I'm up 700 and something. This is NQ. NQ futures. NASDAQ futures. NES. We're bouncing back and forth. Where are the sellers? What trade did it take? Tap back into this 15. Took it up to this level that I had marked out here. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong. I keep two charts so I can see ES and NQ at the same time. Took this trade, tap back into this 15, and then longed it up to this 260. The reason I did that was we had this set up pre-market on the 30-minute breaker. We had a 30-minute inversion inside of this, and I had been eyeballing this trade. And if you notice, price lines up on NQ almost exactly with that level. So when price tapped back into this breaker and this 30-minute inversion here, what you see on that candle wick, I actually thought we were going to continue to push higher. And that was the reason I was comfortable. But I was only in for like 3 micros on that or something, 3 or 4 micros. So let me use the restroom real quick. Didn't mute my mic. Damn. I clicked the wrong button. I clicked mute audio instead of mute mic. Whatever. You're welcome. My apologies. It was muted on the YouTube, so it's okay. Somebody said tap back into the 5-minute would be nice. Kyle, your wish is my command, my man. Bro did not wash his hands. I did not, no. That's how you get more germs, man. You wash off the good bacteria on your hands. Hey, how's it going? When is the bathroom link coming? You guys are wild. Christian P's live. There's people laying out in the sun right now. It looks so nice. It's another reason my Nigerian friend is intimidating by Christian. He's heard me pee. It's like I've done that too many times now. Hey man, you're one of the first people that got me. You're one of the people that got me interested in trading, and I just passed my first eval. Dude, that's awesome, Luke. I love that, man. My LARPing streams have helped. I love hearing that, man. Congratulations. Slow and steady. Make sure you're journaling. Make sure you're journaling. I can't emphasize that enough. I do that as I go. I don't know if you guys know this. As I go, I'm sitting here journaling while I'm trading. So as soon as I enter a trade, I enter exactly where I entered the trade, how many contracts. I accidentally closed it because it was popping up, but here's what the information. London was mixed overnight. Asia was also mixed. The VIX was at 18.25 at the start of New York session. Trump tweeted regarding Strait of Hormuz in China at 7:41 a.m. caused spike higher, but we immediately came back down. First trade on Lucid account. I bought 2 at 25,989.25 and I sold at 25,990.75. It was a 53-point profit, just testing the market. Second trade, I haven't entered that yet because I've been lazy talking to you guys, but I do that as I go. And that's how you can make sure that you're compiling data. I also talk about exactly how I'm feeling, what my mindset was going into the day, what exactly I was feeling when I took the trade. Was I anxious? Did I have confidence in the trade, or was I just gambling? Was I just taking a trade because I was anxious and wanted to click the button? What did I feel in my body? Were my hands sweaty? Were my ears hot? Did I feel calm? Was my heart rate elevated? Like, those sorts of things might sound way over the top, but if you compile that amount of data over a long period of time, when you're doing really well, and then you're entering all that information, when you start to do poorly or you're going through a cold streak, you can look back on that and say, man, this is what was going on. These were the conditions. This was what was going on with me personally. I had something going on in my life. I had this, that. You can identify where there's a breakdown in your strategy or in your trading, and you can correct the problem. So highly recommend doing that, because when things are going well, it's easy to not journal because you're like, what's the point? But it's imperative that you do, because when you start to struggle, which is inevitable, you can look back on that data and figure out exactly what it was that you were doing that was working that you're not currently doing, or vice versa. So please journal. Please journal. If you want this to be a long-term career type of thing, you got to journal. You got to do it. You're the first influencer to push journaling as hard as you do. They're probably not doing it themselves, man. The other two people who I know who push the heck out of it Rips and PJ. PJ is the one who got me really doing it. You have to do it. You have to do it. It's nice to use a journaling thing like, TradeZilla that'll track your trading metrics, but it doesn't capture all of the information that you need it to capture. PJ's having a kid, I know, man. It's pretty sick. I gotta hurry up and catch up to him. It is in queue. Man, I just got so hungry. How's this month trading been? This month we're doing well this month, but we're nowhere close to the profits that we've been doing in the past because I've only been trading single accounts and not putting on a whole lot of risk. I'm up $9,540 this month, or that's how much I've taken out of the market, out of the prop firms. Can I show where the daily fair value gap comes from? Right there. Right. I'm missing this move. Right there. It's from, it's actually an inversion, sorry. Should have marked it as an inversion. It's a daily inversion. The day it was created was Tuesday, the 27th of January. The day it was inverted was Friday, the 30th of January. You're suffering? What is exactly going on, Caro? Caroline. That's an interesting way to spell that name. Never seen it spelled like that, Caroline. It has been a tougher market to trade for most people. That's why I've been only trading one account at a time. Just blew my funded. LOL. I love you, so this is not meant to be a critique. This isn't a criticism of you, but I would highly recommend thinking about things this way. And this is, please don't take this the wrong way. The market or price action itself did not cause you to blow the PA. Did not cause you to blow the funded. This is just the reality of it. You clicked the button. You chose the sizing. You chose where the stop loss was going to be. You did it. The price action might be terrible, but at the end of the day, you clicked the button. So I would highly recommend looking at it that way and taking the accountability for it. And again, this is not a personal attack. I'm saying this because I think it's helpful, because when you start to look at it that way, you can identify what the root cause of the problem is. The root cause of the problem isn't the price action. The root cause of the problem is you clicking the button and figuring out why it is you click the button when the conditions weren't ideal for whatever strategy it is that you trade. You either were risking too heavily, you had too wide of a stop, you did something that caused that, because that is ultimately the truth. You clicked the button. So look at it that way. Try to identify exactly what it was that you potentially did wrong. Maybe if price action was just truly terrible, should have sat out, shouldn't have taken a trade. I love you. That's the only reason I would say that, man. I'm not saying that to, again, it's not a personal attack or like I want you to be successful at this. I don't do this because I make money doing these streams, man. I do it because I want to help other people find success. And those are the things that people who were successful told me early on that have helped me a lot. Take accountability for you clicking the button. Yeah, man. Make sure you're journaling. Seriously. I know I said that earlier, but I'm speaking to you, because the days that you blow accounts, figure out exactly why you did it. For me, 9 times out of 10, when I blow an account, it's because I overtraded and overleveraged. I overleveraged, which caused me to go into more drawdown than I should have. And then I overtraded trying to crawl back out of that drawdown, and I end up blowing the account. What time frame do you recommend if you're new to trading? I don't necessarily think sticking to one time frame is ideal. I mean, you bounce around. I did not blow an account, no. I did not. I have not blown an account. I've blown one account this month. I blew a Tradeify funded account. Kyle, what I do if I add a contract, what you can do is, like, if you have a TP, so like let's say you're in for one mini and you add a contract, you add another mini, what you can do is you can click on the number right here. It's not showing you because I'm on the wrong chart, sorry. You can click on the number. Well, I'm not signed in over here. Right click on the chart and put the sell order, and then click on the number, and you can modify the order. Click on the number on the limit order that you have for your take profit level. You can modify the number. Right now I'm on funded account. The trade that I took today was on a Lucid funded account. And if I get another trade, I'm going to take it on another Lucid. Will I show my indicators? I don't really use indicators, man. Price acted like it wanted to jump up there to that 200 level. Do you know why it says failed to modify? I don't know. What you could also do is you could cancel that order, change the contract sizing in the top left corner, and re-enter, and right click and put the sell stop again. What's the YouTube? Same as the TikTok, Christian Trades Live. What's good about Lucid? I like how fast their payouts are. Very fair, straightforward rules. I've never had any issues with them. Their customer service has been great with me. I think they're a good firm. It's just good to have in the rotation. New York PM high. It's a previous New York PM high that we had on the chart. That's from a while ago too. It's from Tuesday, February 3rd. That's New York AM high. The New York PM high is from Thursday, the 29th of January. So we're starting to push back towards those levels. That worked. There you go. Are you on TradingView, Fly? T Smith, I use, okay, for those, I thought you were talking about something else. Yeah, here. For the session highs and lows, I use this indicator right here. And then for the fair value gaps, I use this one right here. I write and type. So recently I've done more typing for journaling. How do you execute on Tradeovate? I hit the buy market, sell market button or the exit at market and cancel button. It's 50% if you're new to Lucid. So you get the first 2 accounts for 50% off. After that, the next 4 accounts are 40% off. And then after that, the rest are 30% off. I feel like every time I take a trade, it immediately goes the opposite direction. Connor, I've been there, dude. I have been there all too often. You got to think we're tapping into this inversion here. So if you're trying to long, I'd wait for more momentum to build through this area. TradingView lets you add a stop loss in and take profit. You just have to right click on the chart. Like if you're long, you have to right click on the chart and let's say you're in, long right here for 1 mini. You right click on the chart and hit a sell limit, like right there. And then you can drag that wherever you want your take profit. If you want your stop loss, you get underneath where your entry is, and you're going to hit a sell stop right here, and you can drag that to wherever you want your sell stop to be. Yeah, Matt, we read one earlier. I can read it again. It's Romans 13, 6 through 7. This is why you pay taxes, for the authorities are God's servants who give their full time to governing. Give everyone what you owe him. If you owe taxes, pay taxes. If revenue, then revenue. If respect, then respect. If honor, then honor. Have a good one, Fly. Which indicator, Zeke? Yeah, no problem, Kyle. It's not on TradeAvate. I would not chart on TradeAvate, Killian. I chart on TradingView. You can connect your TradeAvate account to TradingView. All right, Maddie, take it easy, man. The daily inversion is back on. The gap itself was created on Tuesday, the 27th of January, and then it was inverted on Friday, the 30th of January. I'm actually about to hop off, Jeff. I get off at 11, man. I stream from 9 to 11, so. That's a good, I mean, that's good, King. Discipline, man. Good job. Am I going to work? No, this is my job, man. This is how I make money. I'm going to class at 1:30, but I'm gonna eat. I passed my eval. There you go. Very nice. Impulse, appreciate that. Yeah, I'm hopping off. I got to run, guys. I'm 5 minutes over. 5 minutes over. Love you guys. Drop a follow if you're new. We're live every day, 9 a.m. We took a trade, Larry. We're up $700 and something, my boy. Love you guys. God bless you. Have a good day. We'll be back here 9 a.m. tomorrow, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Hope you guys have a good day. We'll see you. Appreciate that, Connor. Have a good day, man. You guys take it easy.